good day. You just missed it. O'Neill was right up there on the couch, on his back. Then just before I clicked go, he got down, and now Bruce has moved into his spot. Just adorable. It is the 2nd of September, 2021. This show happens each and every weekday in the Baldwin Ace Hardware Fear Bunker Studio. The Eric Zane Show podcast begins now. He didn't care. He didn't care.
Zaniacs. Here's a man who's usually wrong, but he doesn't care.
He didn't care.
Here's a man who
eat things that'll make a billy goat puke.
You're now rocking with the best. It's the Eric Zane Show podcast. And here's your host, Eric Zane.
Thank you, Kevin. Long live Kevin. What happened to Kevin? I talk about it every time we played that intro. He, I don't know. It was weird because, he made that intro from his hands. With his hands. You don't say from your hands. With his own hands. Created it. Was it the best? No. But that's it's kind of like the life essence of this show. Where, the audience members kind of say, hey, we're gonna do all we can for you. It was a perfect example of that, Kevin. And then he even went so far as to create a YouTube channel called the Eric Zane Show Clip of the Day, where he would take a clip of my show and play it like as the big clip of the day, where I say something, but it would be like 10 minutes long. A little sloppy, but no big deal. It's the thought that counts. Anybody, if I'm doing the show and somebody decides to do something like that, that's a huge compliment, and I was tickled. We had conversations on the air where I would critique his work, and it would go like this. So, Zane, what do you think about the latest clip of the day? Well, you sound like shit. What do you mean? No, well, okay, let me just get down to brass tacks. If you held a microphone up to shit, it would sound like that. I said, I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. It's either it sounds like shit or it doesn't. That is shit. Okay, I'll try again. Yeah, keep trying. You got to improve. Now, that isn't the reason why I think I broke his brain. I think I broke his brain with various points of view that I would have about the world. Doing what I do on a regular basis, whether it be my opinions on one topic or another. I think it was politics, of course, that spun him out. No more. Out. That does happen. People take it personal. You cannot. Just got to let it go. Think I need a new microphone. I think I need a new... This one drives me nuts. So, right now, if I don't move my face, I'm reasonably satisfied with the sound of this microphone. But the second it's so... you got to be right up on it. The second I turn my face, it's gone. Did you hear that? It's like the sound disappeared. It is a really, really directional mic. It only goes one direction. It only captures sound right in front of it. Carl from Who Are These Podcasts? He goes, yeah, it seems like every time you talk, if you even turn your head just a little bit, the sound is gone. And he's right. And I'm always moving my head. I'm always going around like this. So it's like, wait, what happened? It's all herp derp. So I need to buy a better microphone. I know exactly the one that I want. It's a $500 microphone. Minimum. This is a $130 microphone. New RE. Oh, yeah. $499, $449. Yeah, I got to do it. Because this is just driving me crazy. It's time to grow the show. New microphone is in order. Hello to you all. Don't be alarmed by the title of this on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, where it says Juicy Abortion Talk. It might be the most ridiculous title for this podcast ever. I'm quite certain that no abortion has ever been described as juicy. Can you imagine if some OB is there, the ladies in the stirrups, and they're getting ready to perform an abortion, and the doc says, all right, here you go. This is going to be juicy. I mean, she would be, what the fuck? Huh? More on that later. You know, most people who do what I do for a living talk, whether it be on the radio or TV. Abortion is a four-letter word. You do not discuss abortion. Okay. That makes talking whether or not you should wear a mask seem like, blasé water cooler talk. You don't talk about abortion. That'd be the most ridiculous thing in the world if you said, hey, man, you want to talk about the Lions? If you suddenly said, hey, man, you want to talk some juicy abortions? That would not happen. We're going to talk juicy abortion talk today on the show. This is a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures. Monday through Friday. You can download it, the audio, wherever you download podcasts. Please do that. In fact, it helps me if you subscribe to multiple podcasting platforms. So subscribe to my Spotify or Apple Podcasts or both, or Stitcher or Twatter or whatever the hell. It's on all of them. It's on some that I didn't even agree to let it go on. When you distribute your podcast, you have to agree to let them distribute it. It's a very simple process. Well, I actually didn't want it associated with any radio companies. I figured I don't want them making money off of me, radio companies. That's basically what I was thinking. So there's various entities that do that, and one in particular is iHeart. I just didn't want. There was a long list of things that you had to agree to, and I wasn't comfortable doing that. I'm also not comfortable with them putting their own advertisements on my podcast. So, I was like, well, if you're going to make money off of it and give me none, and I'm the one producing it, I don't think that's fair, so I don't want any part of that. You've got 1 billion shows. You can do it on your own. So I didn't agree to that. Time passes, it shows up there. I don't know how that even happened. I'm not sure, but it's there. I'm like, oh, okay. So now it's like gone. You can't unring that bell, I guess. Oh. Also live. So everything that's happening is that you hear on the audio podcast happens live previously at around 8 a.m. Eastern Time. Facebook.com/Eric Zane fan page. Share it and like it, please. Brought to you by Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid and EV. A Periscope video on Twitter. Please retweet it with a snarky comment about how stupid it is and shitty. Brought to you by Blue Frost IT. And then the almighty YouTube. If you would, Eric Zane Show on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Bell notification. Thumbs up. Brought to you by My Policy Shop Insurance. Frank the Tank Fuss. In fact, if you enjoy the show on Facebook, would you please follow me on Twitter and subscribe to the YouTube channel? These are all these little teeny tiny internet points that your dumbass pal Eric Zane, it helps in one way, shape, or form. So it's interesting because I don't know if it's interesting. It's not. But we're getting to the point in the year where where it was just a week ago, like, remember I was talking that it was so damn hot and humid. The heat index was like 130. No joke. Michigan gets ridiculously hot. Different than a lot of other states because of that absurd humidity. The Midwest just gets it, especially a peninsula like Michigan, surrounded by freshwater oceans. It's just a swamp. The heat has broke. 51 degrees here this morning. There was a chill in this room. I had to turn on the heater, and I'm wearing the Run DMC Adidas. Love it. This is terrific. I always love it when the seasons change. The angle of the sun changing dramatically. Daylight running out. It won't be long until the trees are turning colors. In fact, in northern Michigan, where I'm going this weekend, they already have begun to turn in earnest. Before long, brilliant reds, oranges, a bright yellow. Absolutely fantastic. Benny, the one-eyed wonder dog, was in the news around this household. If you don't know, I became attached to this dog after Jacqueline dropped the dog off and said, "Hey, we got a new dog." I'll gloss over that portion of the story. She just dropped it off. "Hey, I just adopted this dog. Take it." Basically how it went. Dog was sick as hell. Nursed the dog back to health. Fall in love with the dog. Some bad shit happened to him back in the day. Back when he was in a horrible animal shelter. Not animal shelter. I guess it was more like the Dog Pound in San Antonio. It's a historically terrible place. If you were to look it up, there's been terrible stories of bad things happening to dogs there. Well, he was in that place. Well, all of a sudden he's here. Now, he's really type of dog. It just seems really, really sensitive. Like if you even raise your voice even a little, he lays down and he's just like, "Okay, give me my beating. All right, it's time to hurt me. All right, I see you again." And I'm like, "Benny," like if I go, "Hey, Benny, how are you?" It's like, "Oh, hey," and his tail wags like that kind of like very subtle wag. But then he warms up after you really let him know that you're loving him up. But if you even go, "Benny," just like that much tone, ears down, tail down, lays down, rolls on his back. I really become attached to this dog. When we were in Los Angeles for the kidney donation, that terrible call when Jackie says, "Hey, I just took him to the vet because he was peeing blood." What? I go, "Yeah, Dad, they did an ultrasound. He's got a short amount of time to live. He's going to be dead. He's got a tumor in his bladder. They said that as soon as that tumor gets big enough to block the, ureter that leaves the bladder, he's going to be in intense pain. You have a decision to make, Dad," Jackie says. So right there, I'm a day and a half removed from major surgery. And I decide, well, it's the second I land, our plane lands, I'm going directly home, getting the dog, and we're going to put him to sleep. I don't want the dog in pain. Jackie convinces me to go to a specialist, an oncologist, the world famous Blue Pearl in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Dr. Swanson. Love her. She gets the notes from the first doc. And this is like, after I agreed to this, so we land the plane. I did not put him to sleep, obviously. I'm sitting here doing this podcast like a week later. Benny is showing no signs of pain or anything, whatever, but we know he's going to be dead. Jacqueline picks him up for his appointment very early in the morning. I get done with this podcast. She calls me up and she goes, yeah, everything went well. They did a ultrasound. I'm just waiting to hear back. I go, okay, let me know. Phone rings again. Jackie says, I just heard from Dr. Swanson. And she goes, Benny's cancer-free. And I thought she was kidding. And then, because it was right after I talked to her, she goes, oh, yeah, she just called me back. He's cancer-free. And I go, yeah, okay. And she goes, no, I'm actually serious. There's no evidence that there was any issue whatsoever with this dog. Nothing. And I go, well, wait, what? Huh? I go, well, what the hell happened? How were we in this spot to be? Well, so-and-so doctor at the other place did in fact see a mass, a tumor. The doctor can't explain it. They don't know where to begin. They've got theories, but they don't know. And I'm just like, baby Jesus, the dog. Thank you. I earned karma points from that's what, oh my God, karma points. And I've saved this dog's life. Bad news is I wasted my karma points on a dog. Totally kidding. I was glad to use those karma points. Oh my God, I'm bawling. I'm like, so happy. This all comes up because yesterday was the follow-up ultrasound. Now, in my mind, I'm like, well, I've been kind of an asshole since then to now. I'm wondering if we went back the other way. No. Totally cool. Did another ultrasound, follow-up work. We walk in there. He's freaking out. And it's because I forgot his baby. Now, I got it in the car, so I go back into the truck, actually. I get his duck, and it's a stuffed animal. It's a blue and orange duck, and he bites it. And goes walking into the vet, and they're all looking at him, and he's got his one eye, and they think he's adorable because he's holding on to that thing for dear life. It's a security blanket. This dog is so awesome. And then they take the leash, and he does not want to go. And so I have to walk him into as far as I can go, and then they take him. Okay, great. And then when they bring him back, now he doesn't want to leave. Okay, so the exam is over. He comes out. He's got the baby in his mouth, his duck, and he doesn't want to leave. He loves these people so much, and they all come out. They're all like petting him, and he's like, oh, yeah, that's right. They keep giving me some loving. Take him. He's awesome. They even managed to trim his nails. He must really love these people because if you even touch his paw, he gets so upset, this dog. Oh, I know what you're thinking, too. You're like, Eric, why are you not playing the Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog song? Well, it's because I had it on an app called Audio Board, and that app is no longer available, and it stopped updating. So all of my sound is lost. Does that mean that the song is gone? No. But I just don't have the means to get it at this second. So Benny is just awesome. Again, someone said, how old is the dog? I go, I don't know. I have no idea how old this dog is. We think he's about 10. Aram says, I thought it was a platypus instead of a duck. It might have been a platypus. It might be a platypus. I guess I'm not sure. Dennis says, great story. Blue Pearl is usually a one-way trip. I know what you're talking about. I remember one time on which dog was it? Did I have to put to sleep there? Lola, the bulldog, who looked a lot like Daisy. Who Daisy looks a lot like. That was the worst. I tell you what. Let me just say this: if you're in a spot where you think your dog needs to get put down, it needs to get put down. Never ever doubt that. Take that info in your brain and go with it. You do not want to wait if that happens. If your spider sense is tingling, saying, I think it's time for the dog to go, it is. Case in point, Lucy, the white bulldog. The vet says, I think she's okay. And all these alarms are going off in my head. I'm like, I don't know, man. I hate to tell you that you're wrong, but I think you're wrong. But did I say anything? No. Did I say anything? No. Did I come home from work the next day and there she was? Yes. It was awful. So, Stevie says, man, how do we get here? Megan says, hardest decision ever. My husband never had the feeling, but I did. Made it so hard, but he always ended up agreeing with me. Good call. By the way, Megan has a multitude of puppies. Let's turn the tide on this conversation of puppy dogs that need a home. And, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking that they'll ultimately just wind up at Megan's house. No, not really, because she just actually did do a foster fail. But she's got a multitude of dogs that need a home. Let's see here. Didn't you send me an email? I think you did. How did you say? I was first thing this morning. So, how did you send me that? Was it text? Was it Facebook message? It was like first thing in the morning, so I have no idea. I just know you sent me something to do with dogs. How did you send me that message? Oh, Twitter. Who does it on Twitter? Why would you? What? Was it a DM or something like that? Oh, boy, this might be a... Oh, I see. Okay, I can do this. Oh, my God. All right. Get ready. We're going to turn the tide on this. Let me get to the share screen. These dogs, these pooches need homes. Black, white, look to be some type of, I don't know, maybe a terrier of some type. I don't know. Look at these guys. Look, what a face. Oh, my gosh. So, Megan does a lot of volunteering with this organization known as Lovin' Pups. So, what you do is you go to LUVNPUPZ. LUVNPUPZ. All right. You can check it out for yourself. Let's see. And then, all right, I'm just going to add this in here. Paul says, I would like one. Any females? There you go. Maybe Megan can help you. All right. Welcome in again. I can't stress enough how awesome it is to have you all here on this show. Today is a little bit nutty. We've got limo work today. I am taking. It seems like I am the go-to guy for the birthday parties. There is a birthday party today. I'm picking up, no doubt, a bunch of young people, and we are going to Craig's Cruisers, where they're going to spend a ton of cash. The freaking go-karts and the laser tag and the ropes course, and I don't know what else there is. That place is incredible. Eat the pizza bar. I pick them up, bring them home. No doubt stories. Keep your fingers crossed that we do not hear the song WAP. In fact, it's going to go drop them off at Craig's Cruisers, then come back home, half-mile repeats, track work, possibly give a haircut to the NFK, which I'm starting to now hear on a daily basis. You got to cut Kevin's hair. You got to cut Kevin's hair. And I'm like, I keep putting it off. And then back to pick the crew up at Craig's Cruisers. Busy day for your old pal, Eric Zane. Show notes. I reached out to Ben yesterday, and I said, in between limo jobs, Ben, let's do the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Ben is booked. He has plans. He is doing his podcast with Brett, the one no one listens to. And so he's got his priorities are completely mixed up. The one that he makes no money from, he's doing that one and saying no to the easy money with your old pal Eric Zane. Now, tell me how much sense that makes. What type of business decision is that? What should I do? Should I do the podcast with an audience of 7 or 8? Or should I do the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast and get paid? Ben chose the first one. Hey, look, I can't tell people what to do. I told him he sucks. All right. So, actually, then, that means that Friday, when Diana gets home from work, I'm off up north. So, Ben has ruined the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast for this week. I have no idea. I'm really not mad. It's okay. We'll make it up next week. So there you go. That's just a little show note I wanted to share with you. I want to play something. This is called Tips from the ER. This guy is an ER doctor, and this is not COVID related. Don't worry. Let's see. There you go. This guy right here. Let's check it out.
Tips from the ER. Crate challenge. If you ever thought standing on top of 5 unsteady milk crates was a good idea, congratulations. You're an idiot. The viral crate challenge has got to be the most batshit stupid thing people have done since eating Tide Pods and using bleach to cure the corona. First of all, where the fuck did you guys even get all those crates? And how many times are you going to watch a motherfucker break their face falling from a mountain of plastic baskets?
A million. I love it.
Before you realize the fame just isn't worth it. Hospitals and ERs are already overrun with COVID patients, and you motherfuckers decide now is the best time to test your ability to defy gravity. If you really wanted to go viral, just blindfold yourself and backflip into a swimming pool without water. Same effect, super original. I have yet to see an Asian person do this challenge, and I don't want to say we're smarter than the rest of you, but we are. Comment below and tell me which group of people you think has the intelligence and IQ to survive a zombie apocalypse, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Hint, hint, it's definitely not.
Okay. Awesome. First of all, I love the milk crate challenge. To me, there's nothing better than the fucking milk crate challenge. I can't get enough of seeing these crazy falls and the contorted way that their body crashes to the earth. The fact that so many of them land right on their faces. And don't think for a second, whoever this Asian dude is, that we didn't notice that we heard the BL of the last word that you said. Hint, hint, it's not black. He said blah. You can actually hear.
Tips from the ER. Crew intelligence and IQ to survive a zombie apocalypse, and I'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Hint, hint, it's definitely not.
Hint, hint, it's definitely not black. Little racist. That's okay. It's funny. That's what you need to base this on because, okay, this is how the culture is. That Asian guy making those racist jokes. First of all, I don't have a problem if anybody makes those jokes. I would make those jokes. But the world would kill me if I made those jokes as an old white man. But he can, and it's fucking funny. So that is a perfect example of strong racist jokes that are just that, jokes. Does that make that guy a racist? Of course not. Of course not. Jokes are jokes. It's only real racism if you're going to discriminate or have hate in your heart when you say it. I think we need to lower the heat on what are racist jokes. I think we need to get back to being able to say racist jokes in the world. I'm still waiting for that pendulum to swing. Ladies and gentlemen, I see Amanda is here. She is apparently over the horrible feeling she had towards me when I revealed that I love Tatum the dog. And she said, "My God, I introduced that to you weeks ago, and you said you hated it, and you hated me for showing it to you, and now you love it."
You just look out the window the whole time?
Yeah, I guess. If you do it right, it takes all day.
I
What do
love
you
this so
actually
much.
look at?
That guy and wherever that thing is and the lady.
And that's entertaining?
No, but also yes.
I know you're being sarcastic, Amanda, but still, that had to drive you crazy when you were like, "Wait, you said you hated that." So cool. All right. And you can find that, by the way, at ericzaneshow.com. That voice, Kate says, just kills me. I love it, too. The live stream and the open of the Eric Zane Show podcast brought to you by mypolicyshop.com, buyinsurancehere.com. It's all one thing. You see, Frank owns My Policy Shop Insurance. I don't know why he calls it that. I guess it's because you're going to shop for your policy with him. Having the podcast with this type of sponsor really allows me to explain what it is you're signing up for. And when I say signing up, I mean just like having him help you. Because this isn't a thing that you have a lot of skin in the game. You're not going to have to pay for this. Frank Fuss is a licensed insurance agent, and he wants to make sure you're making the best choices for you and your family concerning healthcare, dental coverage, whatever type of insurance you need, whether you buy it on the marketplace, whether you get it from your employer. This is all you need to do. Go to buyinsurancehere.com and fill out the form, and then you're off and running. He can help you with any decision you're making when it comes to buying insurance in the marketplace, okay? This is key, okay? Because there's a lot to do when it comes to that process. If you're getting ready to turn 65 in the next 6 months, this is so important. Medicare is not the easiest thing to navigate. Buyinsurancehere.com can help. How much is this going to cost me, Eric? Nada. Zilch. Nothing. No cost to you. When your employer says it's time to for re-enrollment, we've made some changes to the policy. You got to run this up Frank's flagpole. Do it. Buyinsurancehere.com. That's all you have to remember from this day forward. Everybody should do this. And I mean, everybody should do this. Later on, we will have Kyle from Dumpster Divers on for Killing It with Kyle. Kyle loves to get on the podcast. He loves to talk. He usually has a list of things that he wants to park on. Today is that day. That'll happen in 24 minutes. If you ever have a question for Kyle that you want to run up his flagpole, similar to Dear Meathead, you're more than welcome to present him with that. I am reasonably sure that he will give you a great but not so well thought out answer. If you want to hire dumpster divers or actually rent one of their dumpsters, call or text 616-375-9962 if you are in the West Michigan area. 616-375-9962. Call or text. Blue Frost IT, longtime sponsor of the show, says that, there's a lot of different things you need to be aware of if you have a small or a medium-sized business. One of them is knowing that the idea that you're helpless if your tech goes south, that needs to be abandoned. No longer do you have to unplug everything and haul it over to Best Buy or have some weirdo who you have no idea who he is come marching into your business, probably giving you COVID. Alan from Blue Frost IT is who you need to trust. I trust him with my stuff. You should trust him with yours. For any type of project you need, let's say you're moving the office, or let's say the office needs to be retrofitted for the increasing tech demands of your business. Sit down for a complimentary consultation with Alan and tell him what you need. He'll handle the rest. All of this is turnkey. 616-200-8550. Reach out to Blue Frost IT, call or text, online at bluefrostit.com for your small or medium-sized business. And I haven't even talked about their work as a managed IT service provider. After that work is done, the project work, then you transition over. You're transitioning to managed work, where each month you give them a little bit of cash and they are in charge of all your tech in case anything goes south. Blue Frost IT in West Michigan. You're not going to believe this. I already got to pee. I don't know what the difference is. It usually takes me about an hour and a half where I have to pee, but I got to pee right now. And if I don't, I am going to not make it. So hang on there, and then I'll be back in just a bit, and we will continue. How's that sound? It's not like you have a choice. Stay there. That is the wrong button. Here we go. fade. I gotta get the Queen of the Forest in here. Queen of the Forest, she's working from home again today. Queen of the Forest, something ridiculous happened to the Queen of the Forest. Queen of the Forest.
Hello.
Good day.
Hello.
You're getting ready to go. You got to start work at 9 a.m., right?
Yes,
And then you sit in front of a computer for 8 hours.
pretty much.
That's not easy.
No. So I get a break at 10:30, and then I get lunch. I get an hour for lunch, and then I get a break at like 2:30, and then I'm done at 4.
How long is this so-called break?
15 minutes.
So
So just enough time to go potty and
yeah.
get a drink of water or whatever.
And then how much for lunch?
Hmm?
What the hell was that? Was that some type of monster? I'm starting to think you intentionally like to make noise now just to rattle my cage. Seems like it's always a very noisy. Even when I'm just explaining this noise thing, you're making more noise.
I was taking a sip of coffee.
It sounds hideous.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
I always lose my train of thought when this happens. The last time I had, yeah, it sounded like a dump truck was backing up.
It's the microwave. It does sound like that, though. The room I'm in, which is, the spare bedroom,
Yeah.
smells a little bit like caca.
Yeah, the dogs sometimes go poop in there.
Oh, my God.
There might be some poop in there that you don't even know.
I know, I did. I had to clean it up this morning. It was under my table that I'm working at.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what happened.
Now it's got to dissipate.
Okay, so a lot of what you're doing is via Zoom, yes?
Yes. This is the in-classroom training. So usually it's in person, but...
And this is all in relation to foster care.
Yes.
You being the one who has to, you're involved in the process of children and foster families and moms and dads, all that stuff.
Right.
There's a lot of information. Now,
Yes.
do they ever ask you, is it almost like a classroom setting?
Yeah.
So they're asking you questions and you can communicate with them?
Yes.
Through like the microphone on your laptop?
Correct.
Okay.
But normally when you're not talking and it's just the instructor instructing, then you can turn your camera off and your mic off.
Now, I heard through the grapevine you may have gotten mixed up and left your mic on at a key moment, right?
Yes.
So
this is true.
As I understand it, you are fairly confident that all of the other participants on this Zoom suddenly heard.
Well, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was bad. Yeah.
You actually farted on the Zoom, and everybody started to laugh at you, correct?
Not everybody. There's just a couple little chuckles, but I don't think they could tell who it was.
Well, I don't know about that.
I hope, at least.
Well, it's pretty easy to do. I think all you have to do is run your cursor over each individual screen. You can see who's muted or not.
Yeah, that's true.
So I think with just a quick glance, they were able to determine that you shit your pants on the Zoom.
Well, you know how sometimes you can tell if it's going to be a loud one or just like a little. I thought it was going to be a little, but
yeah,
it wasn't.
You thought it was just going to be air, but it actually was more of a flapper.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a flapper right there. That's horrible.
It's very unfortunate.
Okay. Yeah, I love the fact that happened though to you. I love that you had to, so you were like, oh boy, I wonder who did that. Boy, that was weird. That's what you should have done. You should have said, oh man, who farted?
No, I don't know these people.
Okay,
But I think it happens I think it happens more than we think with these Zoom things these days. I mean, people walk around in their underwear and forget their cameras on. They fart, they burp, they whatever.
So, when some of you masturbate, that one guy, forgot his name. He was he was a writer. I forgot his name. He just pulled out his wiener and just started going to town.
Okay.
It's true that actually, I didn't do it. I mean, you make it sound like I did it.
No, but I don't need to hear that.
All right. Well, this is a less controversial topic. In a little bit later on, I'm going to break down some juicy abortion talk.
No, thanks. I don't want anything to do with that.
Well, I mean, it's in Texas. They've lowered the boom. You pretty much cannot get one.
Oh, that's good.
Well, some people don't like that, but it's a big deal. I mean, if you're 6 weeks in, anything past that, there's a good chance you cannot get an abortion in Texas.
If you're past what?
If a lady is 6 weeks pregnant, anything after that in the state of Texas, you cannot get an abortion.
Wow. Sometimes you don't even know you're pregnant.
Well, yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, hell, I don't even know there's a baby in me that I want to kill.
Oh, boy.
So, all right. So I'm trying. I'm pretty sure I'm the only person in America who's going to break down this discussion.
That's good.
In only a way that I can. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit later on. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well,
you're going to give a haircut today, correct?
Oh, what'd you say?
You're going to give a haircut today, right?
Yeah, he's getting a little cranky about that, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm gonna give the haircut.
Okay.
Are you okay? So you might want to keep your voice a little bit more subdued on this next question. I'm going to ask you, so I don't want sensitive ears to hear your answer. You know? Are you protected?
I think so.
It sounds like you're talking pretty loud.
No, I'm not.
Okay. So I don't know. I'm starting to think that he's skirting his responsibilities on washing his asshole. Your brother-in-law. It's been days since he washed his asshole.
No, I don't think so. I think he does it when no one's home.
I think we need to hang up a dry erase board, and he needs to put check mark. What the hell was that? Was that R2-D2?
That was my computer.
I think we need a dry erase board for him to do check marks when he washes his asshole.
Okay, sounds good. We'll put it up by the bathroom.
All right. I don't think we're really going to do that, but man, I'm just scared to death of smelling ball cheese again.
Oh boy. Okay, I gotta go to work now.
Yeah, okay. Have a good time learning about the foster care system. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, talk to you. See ya.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of the Forest. She is our guest. We have another guest in a little while. I see he's waiting patiently, but it is not his time. He's actually Kyle from Dumpster Divers. He checked in like 5 minutes ago. He's so you can't see him right now, but he is in his posh home studio, paid for with dumpster rental cheddar. And his cat is walking in front of the microphone. I saw that. If the cat makes appearances, Kyle, if I know you can hear me, that's okay. That actually adds to your legendary status as a animal lover. Very, very kind, appreciative young man making his way in the business world with his business partner, Not Black Emilio, from Dumpster Divers. So I don't know what is on Kyle's mind today for the Killing It with Kyle segment, but I'm sure he has some things that he will get off of his chest. More from him in just a bit. But we must break down the controversy surrounding the Paralympics. Okay, so right after the Olympics finish, the Paralympics take place. And this also, I believe, is in Japan. Yeah, it is. It's in Tokyo. Excuse me. And there is some real controversy here, and I'm not really sure where I stand on this. But they are, out of all the things that I think you might give somebody a break on, it might be this scenario because, I don't know, it's the Paralympics. These are, that's like the one side of me is saying, come on, give them a break. And then the other side of me is like, well, rules are rules, and the other guys follow those rules. So I'm kind of torn here. Malaysian shot putter Muhammad Zayed Zulkifli shows up for the shot put. He throws it farther than anybody else does, Muhammad, in what's described as the F20 class in the Paralympics. And so he wins gold. Ukrainians take second and third. Then the Ukrainians are like, fuck no, this happened. He should be disqualified. And they took a look at it and they said, yep, you're right. He's disqualified. He gets no medal. What happened? Well, Muhammad Zayed Zulkifli from Malaysia, before he threw the shot put farther than anybody else, arrived late. He showed up 3 minutes late. They're like, where's Muhammad? Where's Muhammad? Oh, here he is, a couple minutes late. And then right away, the judges said, okay, we want to kick you out, but we're going to let you compete. And we're going to put a protest in on behalf of these other competitors who did make it on time. And what they do then is they look and they investigate. And if there's a logical reason why they were late, then they will let it slide. Okay, great. So there's got to be a logical reason here. I don't know. Since I read this story and I'm now talking about it, I can honestly tell you, I think I'm going to side with Muhammad from Malaysia here, and that he should be allowed to keep the gold. The judges said, we have taken a look at this. There is no justifiable reason for Muhammad's showing up late. So the appeal is turned down, and not only does he not win gold, he's disqualified. He is out. Go back to Malaysia. You're out of here. Muhammad is saying that there is a logical reason for why they were late. And he says it was a language issue about this whole thing. They arrived 3 minutes late. Spence said an excuse given. They didn't hear the announcement, or there was a problem in language that they did not understand. But still, they bent him over. And the first thing I thought was, okay, well, I'm just out of curiosity. What is the thing that makes this person a Paralympian? And then I found out this. The F20 class in shot put is for athletes with intellectual disabilities. So, oh, fuck. What a tough fucking set of circumstances this is. Here Muhammad is probably taking a shit in his hand, and he can't even understand another language, for God's sake. And he's like, oh, my God, he has to wipe the shit off his hand, rush over there. Well, no big deal. A few minutes late. What the fuck? The disqualification bumped the Ukrainians up to gold. After the disqualification, it was met with anger on social media by the Malaysian contingency. They started taking a run at the Ukrainians, who were like, well, wait a minute, don't take it out on us. We had nothing to do with this. They're getting a lot of abuse from the Malaysians now. So we have like World War III over intellectual disability, Malaysian guy throwing a shot put, shit in his hand, 3 minutes late. Oh, my God. I'm sorry, rules are rules. The authorities said the decision was taken. It wasn't the Ukrainians' fault that the Malaysians were late. The Associated Press attempted to reach the Malaysian delegation through an email address provided by Olympic officials. No immediate response. There's been problems in the past with the Malaysian team. And early in 2019, the same organization stripped Malaysia of the World Para Swimming Championships because they were unwilling to guarantee that Israeli athletes could compete. So the Malaysians, I think this was kind of like a Muslim Jew thing going on here. God, who knew that the Malaysians were, Jesus, there's just a lot of controversy surrounding these people when it comes to Paralympics. They said the reaction was similar back then, so now they're saying the Malaysians like, you just got it out for us. Oh, my God, you wouldn't even let the guy who can't even count to 4 and shits in his hand throw the shot put. Fuck you. The level of abuse that was directed at the IPC then was through the roof, but still, nonetheless, rules are rules, and they apply here in this scenario. My God. Holy shit. Kenny says, so they wait until after he earns the gold medal, and then there's suddenly an issue? Well, what they do, like I explained, was they wanted to kick him out, but they had to get the competition underway. So they said, all right, you're going to be allowed to throw, but we got to investigate. I don't know. We're just a moment away from, do I say let's kill it with Kyle or killing it with Kyle? Either way, it's crazy. Here we are. It says, let's kill it with Kyle. Here we are on a day when we're talking about juicy abortions, and where the segment is called "Let's Kill It with Kyle." Little weird. Kyle standing by. I will bring him in. I will bring his handsome young face in. All the ladies cannot wait. Oh my God, they love Kyle so much. He happens right after this. It is time to bang on the door of retired U.S. Army Major Steve Prince and get your pistol license. You're like, man, I kind of always wanted to do that. Well, this is the only thing you need to know. Don't go and buy a pistol. Take the class first. Take the class. The next one comes up September 23rd. That's a Thursday. Cost you $125. In the community of Allendale Charter Township. If you're a black guy, you might want to put on a MAGA hat so that they don't think you're an interloper when you go to that community. Joke. Relax. Anyway. And then the following Saturday, 2 days later, is the back half of the class. Call or text Steve Prince at 616-204-1705 about the next class. Get your pistol license, and then you can carry it concealed in the great state of Michigan. Reciprocity for, well, any other state that has similar laws. Don't forget, when you go into Illinois, California, New York, or New Jersey, do not bring that pistol. If you do, take the magazine out, empty it, lock it up in one spot, and then lock up the gun too. They don't take kindly to you and your fucking pistol license in Michigan, in those states. All right. The Mario Flores Lakeshore team of Van Dyke Mortgage invites you to call upon them when you need a mortgage. Doesn't matter what state you are in listening to this show right now, this is who you call. And again, I've made it very, very clear. That doesn't mean just call up sight unseen. Do your diligence. If you got a cousin who does mortgages or someone you've used in the past, by all means, Mario just wants to be involved in the conversation to see if he can win your business. All right? That's a big thing to do. It's a huge thing to get a mortgage. I mean, my God, a payment for 15 or 30 years. Jesus. 231-332-6505. 231-332-6505. Or click on the emerald green logo at ericzaneshow.com. My friends at Gift of Life Michigan have, I just love the fact that they've asked me to be their media ambassador for organ donation. Kind of makes sense. Thank you for that. And I encourage you to go to the Gift of Life webpage that you can get to by going to ericzaneshow.com. Same thing, click where it says Gift of Life. It looks just like that one over my shoulder. And then just fill out your organ donor card. This is not asking very much at all because, if you go to take that great gig in the sky, please leave your organs behind. And then you can save the lives of men, women, and children all across this great land. How great is that? I love the fact that it's always strikes me as when you hear like the family putting their ear to the chest of an organ recipient and hearing that heart beating, knowing that that is a piece of their loved one. What an amazing gift you can give. And just so simple to do. Gift of Life, Michigan. Thank you so much. Let's kill it with Kyle from Dumpster Divers. Look at him. He's making last-second preparations.
What's up?
Hello, young man. How are you?
Good. Here, let's clear this up right off the bat. There's no it in here. It's just let's kill, dude.
Oh. Okay. So
yeah.
No matter how hard I try, I keep saying it wrong.
I know. It's funny. Every time I hear you say it, I laugh because it's always different. But I'm cool with it because it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's chill.
It's awesome because it's just so stupid. It's perfect for me because it's just like me to call it everything but what it's called.
I can dig it though.
Let's kill with Kyle. I now know let's kill. So that's like kill is like party. Let's kill, let's party. It's interchangeable, right?
Let's party, but let's kill if we need to.
Does anybody even say, "Hey man, let's party"? I don't think anybody even says that anymore, do they?
No, really. I say let's slam beers a lot if I'm trying to party. That's what I usually say.
If you say let's kill, what can that be interchangeable with? Like doing a job, doing homework, having a good time?
I like doing the job. I like that. I could say that to Emilio. Like let's kill and then just roll.
And he knows.
And he knows.
So let's kill means let's roll.
Oh, Kenny, I do say that all the time. That's sick, dude. I do say that. I know. I heard you saying that. Was that yesterday? You're talking about somebody came over and said that's sick a lot or something like that.
Yeah, my beloved daughter just started her college career and new roommate. Every other word is that's sick.
That's I know. Sick. Here's the thing. I'm 32 and I say it, but I don't know. I like it better than that's cool. In the 90s, though, when I went to Oriole Park Elementary School, it was like I don't know, second or third grade. The key word back then was "that's fresh." I don't know if that was. I don't know what you were doing in the 90s, but on the elementary school circuit, "that's fresh" was pretty big.
Have you ever thought that you invented a word that kind of like just took over your friends or family?
I'm so glad you brought this up because I'm going to say it on national television now in front of millions. So people, because nobody ever believes me and I get pissed about it. Me and my best friend Cliff, in fourth grade, so we're at the age of 9. It's 1998, right? Fourth grade, Oriole Park Elementary School. Me and Cliff came up with the word whatever, right? Now, circa 2002, 2003, that's when whatever started exploding across pop culture in America and the world. But we came up with it in 1998, whatever. And that was just the first word that came up with, we came up with. And then we created a whole language of what we call abbreviations. So yeah, but we came up with whatever in 98. And next thing you know, when AOL Instant Messenger became big in our lives in 02, 03, that's when it took off. I'm just saying. It's not provable at all, but in my mind it is.
Well, I mean, after you say it, and then all of a sudden you notice that your friends are saying it, it's at least in your circle. Did you say whatever, whatevs?
Whatever. No S, just whatever.
Okay, there you go.
Like whatever. You know
So,
what I mean?
so if you're watching, you can see it, and if you're listening, it says right on the screen. Kyle from Dumpster Divers came up with whatever.
And in my mind, I'll take it to my grave that it's true.
I came up with truncating swear words on the radio. I started to say F, 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 and then when you're on the radio, it seems like more and more people started to do it, and I was like, oh, I think I came up with that. I also think I came up with butt hurt, and I came up with butt rock and window liquor.
Window liquor. I like that one.
I started saying those, and I don't know if that was heard before, but I'm with you. I'll take it to my grave. I came up with those because
Here's the
now
thing.
everybody does that.
It's a business idea, dude. Let's come. We make a business, and we somehow become a big, legit business in less than a year. But the business is we give copyright rights, and like we have like an investigative team too that can figure this crap out. You know what I mean? So like for exactly like that, you know what I mean? Where if you think you came up with something, we'll get to the fucking bottom of it, dude. And it's gonna cost you 50 G's, but we'll do it.
Okay, so let me get an idea of this business here. The business consists of a guy checking on things to see if we came up with them. Is that what the suggestion is?
Me and you own the business, is what I'm saying.
And then if we find out that they stole it, then we sue them or something. Is that?
Oh, we're suing people left and right. I mean, that's 50% of the revenue. It's a revenue stream in America. Just suing.
Since the last time we spoke, Kyle, on Let's Kill with Kyle.
Let's kill.
What has been on your mind that you want to get to?
So, I like that. Investigating sick origins with Kyle. I like that. Let me hold on. I made a list because, like I said last time, I didn't make a list and I forgot everything I was going to talk about. So I made a list because I can evolve, man. I'm 32, but I can learn new tricks.
Okay, good.
The first thing I want to say, thanks for letting me come to paintball. That was fucking fun, dude.
Oh, dude, yes, that was a good time. We had a lot of people there, man. Those are big teams, and man, the ordnance was flying left and right. It was intense.
It was. And here's the thing: I only went paintballing twice in my life. One when I was like, I don't know, 15 or 16. So it was very easy because when you're 15 or 16, your body is an athletic wonder. Last time I went, I was like 22 maybe for a bachelor party, and your body's like 3/4 of an athletic wonder at that point, so it was no big deal. But when I woke up Monday, dude, couldn't move. I seriously, my thighs, I mean, they wouldn't work because like I was squatting and murdering too. So like it was just a lot of athletic activities, and it wasn't great for me. And I got smoked. I don't know if you guys can see. I got smoked in the neck. Oh wait. But I like my bare neck, and I've had like a big ass mark right there for a while now.
There are times when I've been lit up bad, especially if you're playing with someone new who doesn't have the ability to shoot you just once. Because if you that person's going to shoot 10, 12 balls at you, 6 are going to hit. Holy fuck. But I only got popped a couple of times that left a mark. It was spectacular. I had a great time.
Did you say that I killed you one time?
You absolutely did. Yeah. I forgot where exactly you hit me, but you absolutely did. It was amazing.
I think it was a left-hand shot too, so I think you got ambidextrously killed, dude. But I do want to say my favorite part of paintball. And by the way, for everyone listening, it was nice to meet you guys. Some of the people that I met. I did want to say, before, let me say what my favorite part of the whole event was. My favorite part of the whole event was when I was on the team with a bunch of cool people, but also Eric Zane. And I think it was the first game of Capture the Flag. And Eric Zane was flanking. I'm using Army terms now. You were flanking the left side. And you were about to go into that little building to get the flag. So then you were in there and you put up the flag and you were like out the front, like ready to kill or whatever. And I was behind behind, like right behind you in that same structure, like
Right.
Out the side shooting. And we were all stuck there. We weren't going anywhere. Like we were there for too long, so like everybody was getting anxious. And my favorite part was I was like, "We just got a zipper merge, dude." And two people right by me like laughed and then like ran off. And Eric Zane was dead silent. He's like, "I'm not even gonna fucking listen to you. Just keep shooting these paintballs." And so that was cool.
People knew exactly what you're talking about because of your stupid diatribe that we should not zipper merge. But that's well, I'm sure one day we will reinvigorate that conversation. But it was all good.
Every single time I'll probably make one comment at least.
Yep, of course. All right. Well, so what else is cooking there, Kyle?
Well, let's take a little look here. I wrote down business ideas. What does that mean? Well, I know what gift cards means. I did want to mention to everybody on here who listens and is potentially in the you don't even got to be in the West Michigan area, but maybe someone you know is in the West Michigan area. Dumpster divers, we do gift cards, baby.
What? Could you? Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but your sound cut out there. You said you do what?
Gift cards, baby.
Oh.
Yep. So here's what I'm saying. So maybe you're like a grandparent or a parent or whatever, and like your kids like in college in West Michigan, and you know that they're just being real dirty and not cleaning or anything like that. And you're like, they probably need a dumpster. Here's the thing. All you gotta do is email me at ktiller@dumpsterdiversllc.com. And we can like figure out like how much you want to put on the gift card and like do the payment information and everything. And I'll send you the gift card to your email, and then you just got to give it to your kid or whoever you want to buy a gift card for. And you can buy somebody a dumpster for Christmas, dude.
What if you know someone who is referred to as a cum dumpster? Would it be a good way to maybe drive that point home and say, "Hey, this is what I was talking about," and give them the Dumpster Divers gift card?
We can do that too for a little bit extra. Yep. That joke's on many levels right there.
All right. There you go. Dumpster from Dumpster Divers gift card. Okay, very good.
Yeah, so just think about it, people. Just shoot me an email. But the business ideas, I thought about it now. So I came up with an idea, Eric Zane, of another business that we can start. Actually, I should probably give context to the viewers. Guys, I emailed Eric Zane, was like, what if we did this, Eric Zane? What if we watched Lions games and we turned off all the volume and like broadcast the game onto the screen, and then we became we were the commentators of the game, right. And so people could just watch this show if they wanted to watch the Lions. Anyway, so guys, that was one business idea I came up with. I don't know if it's ever going to happen, but I wanted to call it the Commentator Tots Show because it sounds like commentator, and I want to eat tater tots on live TV.
Kyle's Commentator Tots show. Okay. You know what? Well, that has to happen at least once. You wanted to do it each week, and I'm like, well, I don't know, man. That's a lot. Yeah. I mean, that's like my one day that I don't have to do any type of podcasting. However, it has to at least be a one-off, and if we like it, so I'll tell you what, I'll go halfway with you. Let's do it. Let's count on at least one episode of that
a season
where we do that exact thing. And then I have no idea. I don't know how it works in the big bad internet world. I know that if it picks up sound, it will squelch it. However, if there's no sound, it might not. So we might even start and then not even get through it. I don't know. But I'm thinking we might be able to pull this off. And then it doesn't necessarily have to be us making comments about each play, like, oh my God, so-and-so drops back to pass like a real football announcer would do. But just our dialogue during the game, I think would be enough of a reason.
I mean, viewership's going to the millions with it. I mean, it would just be nuts. And I did see some comments. Fuck the FCC, I say, but you do got a point. But I liked what Josh said about how to get around that. So anyways, the point is I just think it'd be really funny to like try to act like commentators, but all of a sudden like people are just hearing me just slam tater tots.
Yeah.
They're going like, what's that noise? And it's just like me. And then like half the time I'm talking about tater tots and how much I love them. Right. Anyways,
Well, I know that Josh, he indicates here in the comments that you cannot rebroadcast the game. They'd shut you down, but you could talk over the game and folks could watch on their TV and watch you on the side. Well, here's the thing. That the timing of that might be weird because of delays and things like that. However, I'm not convinced that playing it with no sound would get squelched. I'm not sure about that. And, I'm willing to try. We might have to do like a beta test where like we actually like turn the sound down and publish it and do a live stream to see if anything happens while we're doing that, like a camera turned at the TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I dig it. I just think, think about it. Like, people have been watching NFL football games the same way for years, and like these commentators are just not doing it for me no more. You know what I mean? So it was just an idea.
No, I like it. I like it.
The other business idea I came up with, Eric Zane, is I was hearing you talk about affordable limousine and whatnot, and so you moonlight there, whatever. Here's what we do: we rob somebody, and we get some cash together, and we buy a limo ourselves, right? So then what it is it's a limo really mixed with like a party bus kind of situation, and we limo people around, but like we also got like a microphone, like we got microphones up in the front, so like we are interacting with the people in the limo, like it's a party scene, right? And like so like it's like we're like tour guides too, and like we're talking about there's a building to your left, you know what I mean, like stupid shit like that.
So,
but it's funny, and people pay us, I don't know, $300 a pop, $300 a head.
So what you're saying there then, Kyle, let me see if I can get a clear picture of this. It's exactly like affordable limousine, just funded by theft.
Yep. And there's a microphone there. And you know what I mean? And like, but the point, because I feel like limo drivers now, like they're like, don't fucking talk to the people back there unless they talk to you directly. But like in our limo, it's like, you don't fucking talk to us unless we talk to you. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
There used to be a restaurant in Chicago that has since closed down called Ed DeBevick's, and this is the one where you go in, they like scream at you and say nasty shit to you. So
yeah,
are you suggesting that when people walk in, we like scream at them like a drill sergeant and tell them to go fuck themselves and get in the back, you dumb bitch?
Dude, and we hire Ed DeBevick as our PR guy. It's easy. It's easy money, dude.
I don't know if it's a real guy.
Neither do I, but we're hiring somebody. But the point is, that's a business idea. So just think about it.
All right. Well, I don't know, Kyle. Maybe they'll branch out at affordable, and they would hire you to do it. That way, we don't need to steal to actually buy a limo. They just hire you.
Talk to affordable. I mean, yeah, I like the idea. Affordable, and then like we slap one of those dumpster divers magnets on the door while we're cruising too. I don't know.
Let me just let you know that the CEO and GM who just started there, he is open to new ideas. If they start to market the insult limo, oh my God, that might be an idea.
It's a cult classic. I mean,
Kyle's Insult Limo.
I like it. KIL. Just another L in there, and we can kill Kyle.
There you go. Holy fuck. Kyle's Insult Limo.
Kyle's Insult Lambo Limo. Kill. I like it.
Okay.
So hey, that's interesting timing. I kind of dig that. So, anyways, we'll talk about it.
Kenny writes, I feel like Kyle and his not black coworker buddy sat around and threw ideas at the wall together until the whole dumpster diver one stuck and they ran with it. Is there any truth to that?
Kenny, you're 100% dead right, dude. I think I might have referenced the story the first time I came on, but the first time I came on, people were like, "Man, fuck this guy. Who is this guy?" Now that I've become like an accessory to murder, but on a show. Now I can talk about it again. You guys know, Kenny, you're 100% right. Me and Emilio, right at the tail end of our college career, we worked at 2 Men in a Truck together and like blah, blah, blah. Anyways, we're like sick of having bosses, for one. That's not going to work for us. And then number two, we wanted to do something that was like recession proof, which is dumpsters and junk removal, baby. Because if shit goes south, we got to clean some stuff up. But here's the thing: we literally went to Dave and Buster's like I don't know, a couple times, 3-4 times. Got pretty hammed up for way too expensive, but we did get hammed up there. And we just literally that was it. We came up with ideas like like names and like blah blah blah, and then like marketing ideas and like we just got drunk and talked about this stuff. So it kind of was like that. I mean, not 100%, but like 96%.
When you told me that there is one company in Pennsylvania that fabricates steel, and they are the ones who are making by their hands and their steel your dumpsters, welds, paint, the whole thing, correct?
Yep.
How did you find that company? How did that come about? I mean, what do you do? Just search the internet for a company that builds dumpsters?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Dumpster divers looked a lot like looked like many different things. So like at one point we were gonna like make like standard dumpsters in a big truck, and then we thought about like the stupid looking ones that have like the triangle part on the bottom. And then we're like,
Right.
you know what? We wanted to do the niche thing where we could have smaller trucks which are less expensive to fix and like all that kind of stuff. So we're like, if we're gonna have a smaller truck, we can't have like these big, huge, long dumpsters. So that's kind of where the little boxy ones came from.
Okay, so then you have a conversation with these people and say, this is what we want to do. And then there's like just a person there who's getting your dimensions. They cut the steel, they welded, they fabricated. You buy the dumpster. That's exactly how it works, right?
That's how it works. And then they deliver them to you. And then you got to hire a crane. So we had to hire a crane to get the dumpsters off of the back of the truck. And then like, it's a complicated process to get dumpsters, to be honest, like to put them together. Like you have to put them together. Like, I mean, not like weld them, but you have to put the doors on and stuff. And the doors are like,
okay,
real heavy. So you
so they don't show up with the doors on them. You have to put them on.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know why they don't show up with the doors on them. Maybe for like shipping efficiency, but shipping ain't efficient, so whatever.
Adam says it looks like you and I may be able to get away with showing the games with no sound. It says if your show isn't for profit. Well, I mean,
it's non-profit.
Not for profit. Nobody's even going to watch it. There's no profit whatsoever.
We only accept donations of tater tots. It's easy.
Yes, we could put it on Patreon. And I like that idea. It seems like the more I think about your ideas, Kyle, the more I think that there might be a spot for them. You know, they always sound like batshit crazy when I first hear them. But then you ever do that? You hear an idea and then you sleep on it and you come back around and go, fuck, he might be onto something.
That's most of the things I say end up like that. Most of the time when I say things to people, like it's like, I don't know if it's shock value or what, but people are always like, man, what the fuck are you talking about? And then like later they'll be like, I was thinking about that. And you might not be so crazy. But by that time, I say something else stupid. And then we forget all about the first thing. My life is stupid, but whatever.
Adam refers to those as not ideas, but ideas.
Yep, I like that.
Now, which brings me to my next thing that I want to talk with you about. You and I.
Juicy abortions?
No, it's not. I'm going to avoid juicy abortions with you, but I am going to talk about that. But you and I were given marching orders by the boss and about certain things that we can and cannot talk about, and I feel like we've respected those. And I wanted to make sure that the Mrs. Dumpster is okay with what we're doing after the marching orders came down from the top.
We're dominant. Also, I forgot I was going to say that too. She goes, if Eric Zane calls me Mrs. Dumpster one more time, I'm going to kill him. So I know where you live. So, I mean, I'm not going to tell her. But if she somehow like puts me, like ties me to a chair and like bad stuff happens and she gets it out of me, watch out, dude.
Now that you told me that, it's not happening again. I do not want to upset this lady. So she is now. How about the boss? I'm not going to mess with her or whatever you tell me to call her. Whatever it may be. I don't want to.
Her and I will talk about it for a whole week, and I'll tell you next week. That's called getting the viewers hooked for next Thursday. So
yeah, that's a tease. She needs to come up with what she wants to be referred to as on the podcast.
Easy. Yep, we'll do it.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that you want to get off your chest, Kyle?
I got a couple of things that I thought was funny. Only two of them, and maybe I can come up with more every week if I see them.
Sure.
But and here's the thing about dumpster divers. We have a slogan, so it's I want to get rid of it. But I hate I hate when companies have slogans, to be honest with you. So I saw some stupid ones as I've been driving around GR the past week that I wanted to talk about. And I can't remember the name of this company, but they do garage doors, right? And here's their slogan on the back of the truck. Everything you've ever wanted in a garage door and more. And I'm like, what? Like, here's the thing. Here's what I want from a garage door. I want it to be a door, and I want it to be on my garage. That's the only two things that I want. Like, what else could it do for you? You know what I mean? I mean, the only thing I can think of is like maybe they put like these little machines on the inside of the door that like tickles your junk or something when you're standing next to it. Like, but that's something that could be a nice addition to a garage door. But what do they mean? Like, what do you need more?
Well, it's a great question, and I think if you were to call it and they call them and say, "Yeah, I'm interested in the and more. What else?"
You know what? Maybe I'll do it as a case study because I'm pretty good at case studies, and I can tell you about that next week.
Yeah, we can hunt that down. What is the name? Did you say the name of the company?
No, I forgot. I on the back of their truck, they didn't have the name. They just had the slogan, and it was all chipped and whatever. So,
but yeah,
I was just as I'm driving, and that's what I do. I look at stuff and I go, what? And that was one of them. So maybe if somebody can, fill me in on what more you would want from a garage door.
Maybe maybe it's one of those businesses that is multifaceted. Did you ever see back in the day, you'd see a business that was VCR and vacuum repair? Maybe they repair vacuums or something like that.
Revenue streams. I get it. Okay. So we need to figure out is what else a garage door company can do. Okay.
True.
I like
true.
that.
Maybe
now the other one I saw was from this one. I know the name of the business. It was called the Lighting Corner. For lights, right?
Yep.
Here's their slogan: Lighting Corner, come see the light. And I'm like, what, dude? They're like, to me that sounds like, come here and we're gonna fucking kill you, dude. You know what I mean? You're gonna die if you come into our building. So that's another one where I go, I just wonder what people are thinking when they come up with the slogans. You know what I mean? They're just like, come see the light, dude. That's a good one. In my head, I'm going, sounds like murder, sounds like death.
Well, that depends, though. I mean, here we are in the Bible Belt of the Midwest, and religion is big here. So, I mean, that actually might play amongst this righteous community that loves Jesus and hates black people.
Oh man, that's I get you on that one. So yeah, come see the light, dude. That's
all right. Very good.
The only other thing that I was going to tell you about, are we doing good on time?
You do as long as you want. There's no time restrictions.
Ooh, okay, that's good. That's good to know. Here's the thing I learned from where did I hear this? I don't know where I heard it from, but I found out that they were talking about Advent calendars, for Christmas and shit. Or Hanukkah, whatever it is for. I don't know what it's for.
I remember those. I remember Advent at Christmas. You would open up the little door or whatever it would be, or talking about the various things in Advent. Sure.
Right. And so here's what I learned. Whoever I was hearing this from gave us a little history lesson that Advent is actually Latin for coming. And in my head, I'm like, opens up a whole new ball game for dirty talk. You know what I mean? I'm just thinking of dudes in 500 BC just going I'm going to Advent. You know what I mean? I mean,
we could maybe a homework assignment for Zaniacs. Bust that one out right at the big moment and describe the funny look you're seeing from the other person responsible for the ejaculation.
I know, because in my head I'm going, okay, let's break down the word, right? So Advent for coming, right? So that mean that I don't know how Latin works. Either ad or vent is the come part, and then the other part is ming or ing or whatever. So yeah, I mean, if it's ad, then I mean the advertising industry, that changes the whole thing there.
Yeah.
But if it's vent, I mean, when you go like, I need to vent, dude, it could mean two things.
I
Oh,
don't,
I
I'm
like
not,
that. Is what I'm.
you know, possibly. I like your interpretation, but I'm pretty sure that Latin doesn't go the way of the first part equals first part of word in English, back half equals the other. I might be wrong on that, but I don't know.
We'll never know.
No, we will never know. So
We might. There's probably somebody who knows what's going on with Latin. But anyways, interesting. I mean, you learn a new thing every day. Advent is coming, so
okay.
it
Wow.
makes sense. Then there was just one other thing I got.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. But here's what I'm getting sick of. And this, I mean, I get it. Like the news programs, like they need to hook you and like get viewership and whatever. Dude. But here's what I'm saying. Hurricane coverage, we need a revolution, dude. Because I get there's, hurricane going on in New Orleans. But if I have to see one more motherfucking news guy, like, hold on, like one more news guy, like he's got like the microphone and he's like it's like the wind's coming, like, so, you know what I mean? Like they're acting like they're about to get blown away.
Right.
I'm getting sick of that for one reason and one reason only. There's always people walking right in the background, and they're just like walking, and they're just like, and they look at the news guy like, what the fuck is that guy doing? And they're just walking normal. So I think these guys should get arrested. If you do that on national television, I think you should get arrested, dude, because the wind it's not doing that, because I got visual proof right behind you that it's not doing that. You know what I mean?
There was a fantastic thing that happened years ago, and it was I'm gonna try to pull this off and share the screen so that you can see it. It is that exact thing was happening where a news guy was talking about how deep the water was, and then these guys purposely ruined the shot by walking through it. I don't know if you can see this. Look at she's in the canoe. Look at these guys go walking right through it. How about that?
See, that's the shit I hate. I hate that stuff. Like, I get it. Like, you need to like get viewers or whatever, but like, it ain't right, dude. It's unethical.
Yeah.
One of the reasons I was gonna go to college for journalism, and that's like one of the reasons that I changed my mind.
Dudes walking through, carrying the groceries. How spectacular is that? Which
I know.
Oops. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was saying the one that I saw, it was like live on TV, whatever. It was like, I don't know, down in New Orleans or whatever city they were in. And yeah, this dude, I mean, he's like in full brace. Like he's like his legs are braced. Like he's like the wind's going fast out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the best part about what is the two guys that walked like were just dudes. Like they were like in like their younger 20s or whatever.
Yeah.
And like one guy's got like longer hair, I think. And like they just like looked over him, and you couldn't really tell, kind of, because they were far away, but not like far away, but like the other side of the street. But you could tell they were smiling at this guy, like, what is this guy doing? So I get fired up about that stuff. It makes me want to murder.
All right. Well, look, you got another day of doing your thing. Are you out in the field today, delivering, picking up? What's happening?
Yep. So right now, Emilio's out there. This is 2021's been it's been a testy year and I know I said testy like balls, but like testy. We've been tested this year. We just got one of our other truck back, our truck one back, and now the other truck we had to bring back in again. This whole year we basically had one truck. Now I do want to say that we're beating our revenue from last year, and we're beating our goal by $2,000 still. Which is good but the problem is, in order to do that, we had to work our asses off and go like a little bit crazy. But yeah, here we are again. We're like, got both trucks back, baby. It's gonna be good. And then the other one goes down. So he's out right now. And then when he gets back, then I'll go out there and so he can do office work and crap like that.
Okay. Well, we just love the fact that you're able to join us. So if anybody wants to call or text 616-375-9962.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I did hear earlier. Oh shit! What did you say? Oh yeah, if anybody wants to email questions for me or whatever, I'd be down for that. I mean, when you said like, oh, he'll give you like a not well thought out response. There's some truth there, but also everything's thought out, baby. Everything's always thought out, baby.
Yep. Let's see. Ann writes, Bible Belt is in the South, numbnuts. Well, yeah, but I said the Bible Belt of the Midwest. That's. I mean, you got what I was saying, didn't you, Kyle?
Oh yeah, I've lived here my whole life. I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about, dude.
Everybody's a fucking critic, no matter what I say or do, there's always going to be somebody who wants to fucking take me down. It's like, shut up.
It's America, dude. Everybody thinks they're right. It's our culture, individualistic, dude. Everybody thinks that they're right, and I do it all the time too. And then I hate myself afterwards. I'm becoming older or whatever, but I'm sick. Everybody's always like, "No, I'm right, dude," and I'm like, I think you've heard things, and then you just repeat those things, and that's why you think you're right.
Yeah. All right. This is wrapping up another edition of Let's Kill with Kyle. I got it right.
Let's kill. Yeah. Okay, we're making progress, and that's what life's all about, dude.
Okay, so homework assignment. We need a name for your better halves. Excuse me. Hang on. Excuse me. So she is no longer known as Mrs. Dumpster. She did not like that, so we need a name for her, and we're going to continue to examine the possibility of doing our own Lions play-by-play for what did you conversation? Commentator tots.
The Commentator Tots show. And I'm talking, we're going to Myers, we're going to the freezer section, we're buying 5 to 6 full bags of tater tots, and I'm eating 200 to 300 per setting. I mean, the game's 3 hours. You gotta spread it out. But.
Okay. All right. Kyle, till next time. Thank you, buddy.
All right. See you guys. Love you.
All right. See ya. There you go. Let's Kill with Kyle. Brought to you by Kyle. Holy shit. He's finishing up. I can still see him in queue there, enjoying his light roast as he should. I think he bought. Just a nod, Kyle. Did you buy that coffee or did you brew it yourself? Did you buy it? Hold on a second. I'm gonna bring you back. Did you purchase the cup of coffee, or did you brew it yourself?
Here's the beautiful thing. It's Panera, and they actually got their ad right here. Unlimited coffee, $8.99 a month. And I don't know about you, but I get coffee every day, and I ain't gonna go to the freaking gas station and pay $2.50 per. So $8.99 a month, you get unlimited coffee, and then they tell you how much you save. It's like at the end of the month, I get an email like you saved like $60 on coffee this month, and then I go like, "Fuck yeah, dude!" And then I delete the email. But anyways, no, I get it from Panera.
I had no idea. I didn't know that. I probably spend that much on a bag of Starbucks that I actually make during a month. So all right, good deal.
$8.99 is all I'm saying. First 3 months free. I don't work there, so I'm not getting paid for this. Whatever.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
I don't know why I had to know that, but nevertheless, so much fun. All right. Juicy abortions, you say. What the... I'm telling you, people are losing their mind in the state of Texas. The Supreme Court involved. They uphold everything. And so now people who they support abortion would want to get an abortion. They would support the right to get an abortion. Well, now that is pretty much out the window. OBGYNs, Planned Parenthood, whatever, they canceled out all the appointments. 85% of their clientele, their appointments were canceled for baby murdering. 85% of them, they were like, oh, man, we want to go kill our babies. And they're like, no, you can't anymore. It's against the law. You cannot do it as of midnight. You cannot kill your baby. The story, how a Texas clinic raced to give abortions before the law went into effect. Now, in my mind, it's people who love abortion are rushing to this one clinic saying, get it out of me, kill this baby, hurry up. But that's ridiculous, except it's not, because that's exactly what happened. Holy shit. What a scene that must have been. These women milling out in front of the clinic saying, "Come on, get me in." And then you get it. And then they actually, I'm not kidding you, up until the final 1 minute at 11:59, there's still a room full of women in stirrups. And I am not making this up. There actually was a doc going chick to chick doing this. And then it got down to 5, 4, like Happy New Year. Stop the abortion. And the lady's like, no. I wanted you to kill the baby. No. First of all, that's just ridiculous to think about that. That's actually, but that's exactly what happened. What a horrible scenario. There's so much, I can't really get into you're wrong, you're right. I can only worry about me. To me, this is what it is. It's murder. Okay. You're a murderer if you do this, but that's you. You be you. If you want to go and murder, I can't stop you. I would never do this. I'm just not made up that way, but we have had in the U.S. a playbook where that is okay for a long time. Now, I think personally that you're destined for hell, but that's what you want to do. Fine. You want to wrap yourselves in the law of the land in order to justify this sick practice. Well, that's entirely your fucking business. I don't judge you, but for me, fuck that. The idea that the lady is there and the doc is like, I'm going as fast as I can. And he's doing what I'm thrusting my hand here. I don't know if they actually do it like this. I don't think it looks like he's, stabbing something. But then, can you imagine if you're that last lady who doesn't get it? She's like, up, timer, stop the abortion. And she's like all bummed out because she can't murder her baby. And then the kid grows up, and then, you have to live with that you wanted to kill the kid, and you end up loving the kid. You're like, you take that to your grave. You don't share with the kid ever. You never, ever add this to your arsenal. You never, ever in a moment of, even if the kid goes on to become so sweet and you love the kid, you never, ever can say, hey, I just want to talk to you that, I know you're a sweet 10-year-old now or 15-year-old now or 25-year-old now, but you were 30 seconds away from being scooped out of me. So just want to, why would you tell that? You can never share that. You take that to the fucking grave. Okay. And also, if you ever get into a fight with that kid further down the road, when you're pissed off, you say crazy shit like, fuck you, when you scream at your kids. You can never, ever, ever say, you were supposed to be an abortion. You can't. And then they go, yeah, fuck you. No, I mean it. Like my feet were in the air and the doc was getting ready to dig you out. You cannot ever, ever. You were supposed to be a juicy abortion. That cannot happen. As the clock ticked toward midnight, staff at, it says, an abortion clinic in Texas. I don't even know which one. Doesn't matter. It's not like I know them by heart. Was rushing to provide service for their patients, in air quotes. Honestly, there was no rhythm. There was no rhyme. It was a pure push to get everyone that walked in to get them their abortion by midnight, said Marva Sadler, the whole women's health director, and that's WHOLE, not HOLE. I can't think of a worse name for an abortion clinic. Hey, I got to go get an abortion. Where are you going? I'm going to the whole women's health facility to get my abortion. Sadler was at the Whole Women's Health location in Fort Worth until midnight, assisting the push to give hurry up with this abortion. They're actually working as fast as they can to kill babies. What? If you are a doctor of this, I can't think of anything worse. Talk about a damaged individual, about what this does to you. I don't know how you can, how sometimes a physician will be like, I'm studying to be a dermatologist, or I am going to be a renal doctor. I am a heart and lung doctor. I am a surgeon. I am studying to be a baby killer. How is it you can? That's as bad as the guy who has to kill the cows at the slaughterhouse. Well, it's a million times worse. I can't even say it's as bad. And this is all real. I'm not putting a different slant on this. Basically, you wake up, hey, honey, hey, you want your coffee? Yeah, here you go. I want your breakfast. Here. All right, have a good day of murdering babies. Ah! Marva said while she said she felt proud to be able to provide care for the patients. Oh, God, she's going right to hell. I'm sorry. You can say what you want, but all you fucks are going straight to hell for this. Just my opinion. Sorry, I love you. But you're going to, okay, you might be able to save this final hour if you, I don't know, but there's some serious penance here that is in need. You need some strong churching up, as Cab Calloway said to the Blues Brothers. Holy fuck. Let's see. Able to provide care for the patients Tuesday night when she returned to the office Wednesday. That feeling, quote, was immediately replaced by the thought that we were going to come in this morning and have to turn so many women away. Texas Senate Bill 8 went into effect at midnight after the Supreme Court did not respond to providers' request for an emergency injunction in the midst of a legal challenge to the law. The law bans physicians from providing abortions, quote, if the physician detects a fetal heartbeat. So any type of cardiac proof there, they're like, you're out and you're in deep shit if you go otherwise. They've set up a whistleblower site. If you find out any physician who decides to do this kind of like renegade style, for lack of a better term, the old coat hanger abortion. Any type of embryonic cardiac activity, no go in Texas, which can be as early as 6 weeks into pregnancy. The law prohibits the state from enforcing the ban, instead authorizing private citizens to bring civil suits against anyone who aids or abets in abortion. So that opens the door up for all these lawsuits. Whole Women's Health and other independent abortion providers, as well as Planned Parenthood clinics, are still providing abortion care in Texas in strict adherence to the new law. However, because the ban is so soon after a person may be able to detect a pregnancy, let alone book an appointment, the tragedy is that we can only provide abortion for about 10% of the people that we could provide abortion for yesterday. No, that's not a tragedy, you asshole. Ugh. Sickening. So there you go. As much as Texas is fucked up on COVID, at least they have this going for them. I think this is fantastic. Just my personal opinion. You're like, Eric, how can you possibly say that? I hate you. That's the point of the podcast. You can park down and you can say exactly how you feel about something. That's how I feel about it. What a mess. The fact that there's ladies lined up saying, I'm waiting to the last minute to kill my kid. I think I'll do it today. They're like sitting there looking at the clock, tapping their foot. Oh, shit, we got to hurry up. Hurry up, doc. Hurry up. They're like cheering him on like he's an NFL quarterback. Get to it. Holy shit. I would love it if it was completely outlawed so that no matter what, you can't do it for me. Kenny says, I'm not going to go the Zane route and blurt all this stuff out, but I do feel strongly against it. Well, first of all, that would be because you're a pussy. Just say what you mean. But you can't say I do feel strongly against it after you say I'm not going to blurt it out. You just did blurt it out. That's all you've ever done is blurt shit out. Dumb. All right. So there you go. That is the final word on juicy abortions. Kenny is now using obscenities now. I am going to screenshot that and send that to his father. He says, fuck off, Eric. I'm actually being serious here. Well, I know that. My point was you saying I'm not going to blurt it all out, and then you actually blurt it all out. That's all I was saying. I didn't say anything about your views. I'm just saying you talk too fucking much. See, you're back to the old tricks again. 90% of this fucking chat is your stupid face. So let me put a fastball in your ear. Shut the fuck up! That's it. It's time to eat. 300 seconds. You need to shut the fuck up, Kenny. You are a loudmouth. You are blocked. Shut the fuck up, Kenny. Shut the fuck up, Kenny. Give me claps if you like it when Kenny gets 300 seconds. Kenny thinks that since he hasn't gotten in a fight with anyone for 2 weeks, that they don't want him to shut the fuck up. Kenny made some valid points, though. Yeah, who gives a fuck? It's not the Kenny show. It's the Eric Zane show. If Kenny wants to make his fucking points, buy a Patreon, start a podcast, and do the Kenny show. Shut the fuck up. There you go. What do you think of that, you dumb fuck? Man. That's it. That's it. You did it. Here comes the text. I'm serious, man. Here comes the email. Yeah, and then N takes it to another level with he can use that time to reflect on being the walking afterbirth that mommy didn't want. Yeah, you see, no one wants to hear that either. That's too much. It's okay for me to be an asshole. It's not okay for you. If anybody is going to beat Kenny up, it's going to be me. Okay? You can't do that. So, thank you, Stevie. We cannot let that type of talk fly. Too much on your part. Enough of that. Stevie says you don't have to be a jerk. She's talking about you, N. Okay? Everything I say is tongue-in-cheek. Everybody knows that. All right. So there you go. It's always messy, and it has to be. That's what we call the Eric Zane Show podcast official juicy abortion talk. Thank you. Come again, and we'll do it again sometime soon. We can only hope, right? All right. On the Patreon, which you can find at patreon.com/Eric Zane. First of all, I've got a new edition of the Insane Asylum coming up today, which you are going to love. All songs, well, nearly all songs. No, I think it actually is all songs curated by you, the audience. That will be released a little bit later on today. As I said, Ben fucked up the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast this week because his priorities aren't in order. Whatever. What can I do? So there's that. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. $5 or $10 a month is all you need. $5 a month gets you all the audio. Now, if you like this podcast and you say, I wish, I've got a lot more listening I need to do because there's a lot more time in the day, sign up for the Patreon. Try it out. It's just $5 a month. You sign up and then listen to the 15 hours that I publish every single week. That should get you through. If it sucks, cancel it. You get the rest of that month. If you like it, convert it to a yearly, and I'll save you 10%. I also offer a $10 a month tier, which gives you all of that audio and all of the video because I live stream them as well. And then the recorded video archive. All of it, $10 a month. You choose. I give you the options. Day 2 of the Mitch Fatel comedy tour continues. Spectrum Lanes tonight. Tickets have been lean for this show. I was talking with Big Dick Donnie, who said, if you buy a ticket, he will send you a picture of his dick. Mitch Fatel tonight, Spectrum Lanes. That show coming up tonight there. All right. Now, that is in Wyoming, of course. Go to fullhousecomedy.com if you want to see Mitch tonight. Tomorrow, he's in Rockford at Rockford Lanes. And then on Saturday, Back Alley Comedy Club in Muskegon. Eddie Griffin is in town tomorrow and Saturday at the Park Theater. 2 shows each night. Fullhousecomedy.com. I love Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid, and EV and puppy adoption. ERVINES.com. You have a trusted place to get your vehicle repaired. And for juicy abortion, no, I'm just kidding. That's only me. Irvines.com, 616-532-6600, servicing domestic, Asian, and European models, everything pretty much except for Volkswagens, all the hybrids, all the EVs, electric vehicles, continuing education so that they're constantly being updated with their techs. It's really fantastic. Family/veteran/lady owned. Man, that's a lot. Irvine's Auto Repair, Grand Rapids Hybrid. While we're talking cars, if you need a car and you want to look for a newer used car, Sarah Honda Granville, we're still in kind of that weird spot, I think, where new cars are hard to come by because of the microchip shortage, but they have an enormous selection of certified pre-owned and used cars at Sarah Honda Granville. SERRA, HondaGranville.com. Shop, mention my name when you go there. You can say hello to Thad or Cameron. Say, Eric Zane, that's who I heard about you from. I'm here. I'm shopping because he told me to. Sarah, HondaGranville.com. SERRA, HondaGranville.com. They are right on Kenowa Avenue in West Michigan, right by 44th Street, next to the Cracker Barrel. I know that sounds incredibly homespun, but that's where they are. Right off of the interstate. You can see the car stacker off of 96 westbound or even eastbound. All right, I know that's a lot. So there you go. Coming up on that Patreon, we're talking about, we've got some celestial excitement that I want to talk to you about. What is a coronal mass ejection? It's phenomenal. And it's going to affect us. It probably affected us yesterday. Did you experience any type of weird Wi-Fi issues or computer issues? I know I did. I know I was doing this show and weird things started happening. Perhaps with your phone. That's because of a coronal mass ejection. Today, we will experience this as well. What is it? It's phenomenal. I'm going to break it down for you. It's just really interesting. And a lot of people are fabricating vaccination cards. Like I have one on me. I don't have it on me, but it's in my wallet. It shows when I was vaccinated by, whatever, the date, stuff like that. People are getting their hands on blank one of those and doctoring it, which honestly, if you're going to do it, it's brilliant because they look exactly like the one in my wallet. It's just, different handwriting. If you can get your hands on a blank one, and you don't want to be vaccinated, that's the way to go. Because honestly, the day's coming when you're going to have to show that to get in places. It's happening right now. So, that's definitely something you want to do if you want to just, rather than just get vaccinated and be healthy. And if you're a stupid fuck, that's what you do. You get one of those cards and you do that. That is the way to beat the system. And I fully expect some of you dumb fucks to actually do that shit. This lady, though, because if you travel to Hawaii and you don't produce this card, you got to quarantine. Okay, so she had the card. She doesn't need to. She's beat the system. A little bit more to it than that. She's in jail right now. I'll tell you all about that on the Patreon. Who is the asshole? Who is the asshole? Who's the asshole of the day? Where's my Sharpie? I always lose the Sharpie. Come on. Every single time, I lose the damn Sharpie. Shit! All right, well, I'll have to find it and go back and fill it in, but I will be naming the asshole of the day. Get your nominations now on the live stream. Put whoever you want in there. We talked about Benny the One-Eyed Wonder Dog. We talked about limo work. We talked about tips from the ER, the milk crate challenge. And I don't think that anybody should stop doing that, by the way. I love the milk crate challenge. Diana farted on the Zoom. The Paralympic Committee takes the poor guy who is M-word or R-word rhymes with me marted and lets him compete in the Paralympics and then strips him of his gold. Kyle Tiller joined me for Let's Kill with Kyle. It took me forever to get the name of that segment correct. We had juicy abortion talk. We had Kenny, for no really good reason other than he talks too damn much, was given a 5-minute timeout, which is probably going to result in a massive bit of heartache and consternation. All in one show. The Duchess says, man, what a morning. I riled them all up. Stevie says, for sure, Kate. Megan says, don't put that in my ad. Eric, sorry, it was a joke. Kenny says, Eric is and N. Asshole of the day. Megan says, feels like Texas is the asshole of the day to me. Well, boy, I don't agree with that at all. And then N is really, really picking fights with people. It was a good show until after Kyle. Kenny just doesn't want to learn his lesson. There is fighting going on amongst the Zaniacs as Kenny continues to squawk and continues to squawk. My God, we're going to leave it as the asshole of the day is the Paralympic Committee that stripped the dude of the gold medal. Paralympic Committee is your asshole of the day. Congratulations to you. I thought that was a bit much. But what the hell? It's their Olympics. I guess they can do whatever they want. All right, that's going to do it. Eric Zane Show podcast in the books. Talk to you on Patreon in 54 minutes. Till then, thank you so much. Asshole of the Day brought to you by TC Paintball and JM Synthetics. Till next time, tomorrow, folks. Have a good one. Bye-bye.